Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Daniel. How are you doing today? Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yeah, I'm very good, and you?
Good, good, good. Okay, let's straight to the topics. How is the market right now?
The the future is opening. I
Yeah,
haven't. Yeah,
and up.
but
I
yeah,
assure you. Mm-hmm.
the SP.
Let me
Yeah,
share you now. So here we go. S&P right now 0.21, Nasdaq 0.23, Russell 0.23, VIX is falling down 1%, being right now the 60. Pretty much that's it. Bitcoin going up to right now 68,000. Ethereum 3,266. Talking about commodities now, all up. Silver, gold, oil. Pretty much that's it. We can check in details now the graphs. For S&P, we had in the daily basis right now in the MACD. So that triggered our first setup one. And pretty much that happened on the 24th. So still on, downtrend. Weekly basis. No signal, but pay attention that our uptrend finished last week. So just be aware. In the monthly basis, we still in an uptrend, but totally overbought. So the indicators for the short time can give us some room to go up, but most likely all the other time frames is still saying that is down the movement. So just be aware. Take care about your size position. Okay. Don't be exposed in a situation like that. Talking about NASDAQ. We have in a daily basis, same 24th, setup one, downtrend, still on. Weekly basis, no setup, but we do have the same situation last week saying if you are in an uptrend, take profit here and no exposition right now. And same for monthly base. We still same as S&P, still in an uptrend. Okay, Russell. The small caps. Then it's different here for the small caps. We have totally up, breaking up the channel, set up one and still on. Maybe too late to enter right now, but still on, and there's no signal to leave. If you see our TTM squeeze, they got stronger here again. And weekly basis, we do have, and finally, on a monthly basis, different from the okay, and we the setup two triggered. Do you want to talk about other graphs right now, Dave? Can you hear me?
yeah. Now I can. Do you want me to share?
Okay. Yes, please. And just to let you guys know, to the other side, it's raining a lot here. So maybe I can get some connection issues, like flooding. It's running cats and dogs here. So just be aware. So I'm leaving now to you, because if for some reason I get a weak signal and I drop, you still on.
Okay. So in daily basis, the RSP, the equal weight S&P, in daily basis, we have only a setup 3 working on.
Okay.
Almost going to take profit, but it's still on. On weekly basis, we don't have any setup, and on monthly basis, we have a setup 2, an uptrend setup going on. In PDBC, commodities, daily basis, we have a setup 3 triggered on last Wednesday, and we still have this setup 2 triggered. So both setups are working on. On weekly basis, we have a setup 1 downtrend, and on monthly basis, we still have a setup 1, setup 2 triggered on December 22. This is a huge support, so I think they must stop here and stay accumulating a weekly or more, even so. If it loses this point, the next target must be the lowest, almost the 11.25. So it's a bad situation for commodities. DBC, we have something similar. So a setup 2 and a setup 3 working on daily basis. On weekly, we have a setup 1, like we had in PDBC. We can see that we have this downtrend channel. So it tried to break out and gone inside the channel again. We have the 200 average here. So this must work as support, like we did here. And so there is a huge stop point here. And in monthly basis, we don't have any setup. The last one was the setup 3, and the take profit was here in January. The DXY, so in the DXY, we have only a setup 3 working on, and the target is almost 105. On weekly basis, we have a setup 1 downtrend, so it's divergence from the daily basis. And weekly basis, we don't have any setup working on, but we can see that it's in accumulation. 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th month that the DXY are working in a range between 104 and 106. So this movement, it's gaining power to explode to one of the sides. BTC USDT. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we have a setup to the parabox are turned, so we don't have any setup on daily basis. The 200 average worked as a huge support. On weekly basis, we don't have any setup, and monthly basis, like the DXY, this is the 5th month that the Bitcoin is accumulating side by side. What else? We can see the gold.
Yep.
So in the gold future, we have a setup one triggered last Thursday. On weekly basis, we don't have any setup, and monthly basis, we don't have. No, sorry, we have a setup two triggered on March 24, and is still working on. And CL,
It's a huge spike. Huh?
Yeah. So in crude oil, we have both sides, both setups working on setup true, setup 3 and setup 2. All the averages are pointing down. In the weekly basis, we don't have any setup working on, and the 200 weeks average working as a huge support. We are close to the support again. And in monthly base, we have 3 setups, one triggered in different months, and they are working on. So we have in monthly base an uptrend setup, and on daily we have a downtrend setup. So there is a divergence between the time frames. What else? I forgot something.
Commodities, we checked out. The equal
The
weight.
VC, yeah.
So let's go to the calendar then.
So let's go to the calendar. This week we have some important data to go. So tomorrow we don't have nothing important. On Tuesday we have the Eurozone GDP, CB consumer confidence on the US, JOLTS, job openings, the manufacturing PMI on China, and the Dodge interest rate. On Wednesday, we have the CPI on Eurozone. We have the ADP non-farm employment, the Chicago PMI, crude oil inventory, and here is the Fed interest rate. On Thursday, we have the initial job claims, the S&P PMI, ESM manufacturing PMI, ESM manufacturing price, and on Friday we have the average hourly earnings, non-farm payroll, and the unemployment rate. So we have important data since Tuesday to Friday.
Okay.
The yield curve, let me share. Right now. So the yield curve is still on minus 1.18 as in the last week. So nothing changed. And the market back to the Fed meeting is we have the meeting this Wednesday, and the market are betting that nothing is going to change. But in September, we have the first down of 25 bips. November, another 25, and December, we have another 25 bips. So, if I don't mind, last week we had only 2 downs. Now the market's betting that we will have 3 movements of 25 bips in the yield, and we will finish the year with 550. So
Okay.
let's check. What else? I think that's it.
Okay. I do have here the earnings.
The earnings.
Yeah. Let me share.
I think this week we have important earnings.
Yeah, we do have let me put here and then I won't disturb you. Well, we do have McDonald that I don't think that will shake the market. We have the pharmaceutics, Pfizer, Cosmetic, P&G, IMD, Microsoft, Starbucks, MasterCard, Facebook, or Qualcomm. That I still have no good memories about that one. Amazon, Roku. So yes,
Apple.
and on Friday, some oil
Apple.
like ExxonMobil, Chevron. Sorry,
Apple.
Apple also. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that promised a lot of volatility for this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can talk a little bit about our positions.
Oh, sorry. We don't share the VIX. The only graph
Oh,
we
go
don't
ahead.
share. Let me put. So on VIX, we had a huge movement last week. So, for example, on Wednesday we have plus 22%. On Monday we have minus 9%, almost 10%, and after that we have a huge movement to going up. In weekly we can see it's a beautiful candle, almost shadow down, shadow up, and stay as it's open the last week. So we have not in the last week we have only movement minus 0.79, but in the other week we had a plus 32% of
Spiking up.
movement. Yeah, we still are in a value much higher than we used to trade almost this year. So if we see here, since January, we were trading almost close to 14, and now we are almost in 16.38.
That will bring me a good point to discuss. If I go to, do you have any other chart that I want to say?
No, I think that was on the VIX that we forgot.
If we go here to our today's trade account, look, we are down. If you look on the last week, but it's exactly because of that. We have what we call our campaign trades, right? That we open to get data and data and data, and we sold but also inside our customers' portfolio. And then when we do that, we open several sold positions with VIX at 12, 13, and VIX right now hits 16, 17, 18. So that will bring us, once that you are short Vega, I don't have Vega here, but you can see that we are short Vega. Just look by this column here with this increase on the volatility that you hurt us, but no problem at all. We are used to that. So, and their unrealized loss is just let the time consume, let the data work, and then we are back.
Yeah.
So, talking about the main account, here is Roth RA, the purple one. But if you look the orange circle, the other one here is just a joint account with, there's nothing here. I can show you guys. It's just, I think that's a bill. Yeah. Just one contract of bill just to open that account and stay there. Okay. Anyway, this one here is the biggest one that we started as $25,000. And on that one here, how we are. I do have a butterfly on NVIDIA that I managed already. 112 on NASDAQ. That is like this. And when we have the volatility going up, these orange line will go down. But no problem at all. It's still totally manageable, all the positions, see? So we need to keep that in mind. That don't scares me at all. So Logitech is just old position, SNDL old position, eBay old position, and stay there. Just not pay taxes if I sell. ES, here I have several positions. All the positions are around 19 days and 33 days with some management already. So if you see here, if it stays on that point, at least my P&L expiration is minus 14. And right now it is on minus 24. So I'm talking about around 10 grand if the market just stays here around 54, 55 and 55, 70 or 80s. Amazon, hold position, leave it there. And here, yes, I started with a 332 and it's already managed. But here I raised the short puts closer to the long puts. So if you go here, we have something like that. So right now, also under control. What happened? If the volatility increases, this line will go down, down, down. This is the position that hurts me the most in terms of P&L. but it's totally manageable. I still have a huge point to work on. Okay. Pretty much that's it. What do we have now, Daniel? If we talking about Russell, you see that we got a breakout, and after breakout, there is a consolidation. I'm not saying that I'm doing so. I'm saying that I start to check, and this is for our black belts, the possibility to going back and start to trade Russell, at least the BB, the bearish butterfly that we do, if necessary, just to give us a little bit more negative delta if necessary.
Okay.
And take opportunity of this consolidation phase. Okay, that's all. I think that we covered it all.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments, guys. See you next week. Bye.